As we're rolling into the weekend, here's yet another Weekly Leek. This one has some very exciting bits in it for us, so grab your favorite drink. Let's give the leak a peek. If this is your first Weekly Leek, this is Fenn's weekly blog where they give us a stand-up style overview on their progress per team, as well as 2 handy infographics to track their progress, with leaks popping up here and there. Let's begin with the front cover. The cover for this week takes us to Hope Forest yet again. On the front, we can see a room we've never seen before, with some kind of insects on the floor heading inside their burrows in some sort of coordinated fashion. I'm having a hard time telling what kind of insect they are, but perhaps the second image on the cover can help us solve this. Taking a closer look, they seem to be giant bees, as they have some very visible striping on their bodies. These are actually remarkably adorable, not so little bees. With them being bees, that means we're seeing a massive beehive network on the cover. Looking outside the cover, we don't get a whole lot more. We can see the same tracks on the floor and beehives as we see on the cover. What we can tell is that there are beehives on both sides of this room, and the presumably worker bees are moving from one side to the other. We can tell that this room has little vegetation on the ground though, meaning it's likely a little drier, potentially near the wooded cliff top and the peat bog. It's too early to tell, but perhaps this cover references a quest about weird behavior in the wild bees in Hope Forest, or even them being a pest to its inhabitants. These adorable bees are for sure not fitting in the beehive we saw as a part of last week's issue though. Perhaps the leak of the week is a clue, as it's the banded leak, which might be telling us to band together as a community to theory craft what this all could be. Before we get into the teams, Fenn has given us some additional information. The Hopeport Six Star quest is done and is confirmed to be released next week. For real this time, no speculation involved. No actual date is provided, but it will be next week for sure. But that's not all. Here's another one a lot of you have been asking for. Work on player trading has begun. Fenn says it will not be ready for a few weeks, but that phrasing makes it sound as if we're talking weeks, not multiple months. Of course, we can't pinpoint exactly how long it will take, but we can expect some future Weekly Leek issue to tell us more. We do get some additional information on how trading will work. The system will operate on an opt-in basis, meaning you have to choose to be able to trade. You will be able to do so after you complete the main quest for episode 4, at which point you can choose to become a member of the Merchants Guild and be able to trade, or be a lone wolf and not be able to trade. I've asked Samuel on some clarification on how opting in works, and he's confirmed that you will not be forced to choose as soon as you complete the episode 4 main quest, but that whatever choice you do make is permanent, so choose wisely. Either way, we now have official confirmation for the name of players who will not be able to trade, that being the Lone Wolves. And they will apparently be getting an indicator next to their name to show off that status, as well as a dedicated leaderboard, so their achievements are separated from players who are opting into trading. The final bit of confirmed info we've gotten is that the release of the 6-star Hopeport quest will also come with some rebalancing to the profession requirements for quests so they fit their star rating. This likely means that the requirements will be within the range of the star rating multiplied by 10, so you can likely expect the 61 chef requirement for the Brannoff inheritance to be lowered into the 50s, for example. Fenn is also swapping some stars around, with Spider's Nest dropping from a 3-star quest to a 2-star, and the in development 2-star Hope Forest quest becoming 3-star. This likely means the requirements for Spider's Nest are also dropping, which is extremely exciting as this quest is essential for new players. Okay, with those bombshells out of the way, let's talk teams. The technical team, which is Andrew, James, and Ian, is up first. Andrew has been handling the induction of a new starter, whilst also working on player trading and the aforementioned quest rebalancing. James has been polishing the 6-star Hopeport quest, fixing bugs, and preparing this weekly leak. And Ian has been polishing the 6-star Hopeport quest. Moving on to the content team, which is Paul, Samuel, Daniel, and Harris. Paul has been polishing the 6-star Hopeport quest as well. Furthermore, he has been story coding for the 6-star Mine of Mantaben quest, whilst also performing reviews on the story planning and coding for all new in-development side quests. Samuel has been story coding for the 6-star Kernopolis quest, whilst also being our community manager and rebalancing some quest requirements. Daniel has been story coding for the 6-star Hope Forest quest, and Harris has been story planning and coding for a new 4-star Kernopolis quest. This is the first time we're hearing of this last quest, so big hype. Okay, time for Greg, Nick, and Lewis's work, who comprise the graphics team. Greg has been working on graphics for the 3-star Hope Forest quest, while Nick has been polishing the 6-star Hopeport quest, as well as producing graphics for the 3-star Hope Forest quest together with Lewis. Now for the audio team, which consists of everyone's favorite Joe. Joe has been recording violins for the existing global music tracks, whilst also producing an entirely new one. I can't wait to hear it. He has also been polishing the 6-star Hopeport quest and adding sound effects for the Hope Forest 3-star quest. Fen has also taken on another member for the content team, introducing Steve. Steve has been learning Fenforge and he has been story planning for a 4-star Mine of Mantaben quest. This is yet another new quest added to the list. Alright, infographics time. The big changes here compared to last week are obviously the insertion of 4-star Mine of Mantaben and Kernopolis quests, as well as the Hopeport 6-star quest now being ready for release. The other changes are that the Hope Forest 2-star quest has become a 3-star and that audio work on it has begun, as well as that story planning for the 6-star Kernopolis quest has been completed. As with last week, no one has worked on Stonemaw Hill, so its infographic remains unchanged. That's been the whole 5th issue of the Weekly Leek. This was a big one for sure. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a like. It really goes a long way. If you have any questions or want to discuss this issue of the Weekly Leek and all things Brighter Shores with me and a community of over 300 members, make sure you join my clan, the Blades of Adothria. The link to our Discord server is in the description. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss one of my uploads. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in Adothria. Bye!